Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or simply not yet subscribed, I'm Brittany, and definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I just want to remind you guys of the mystery box giveaway. You only have a few more days to enter, so definitely get that in. All you have to do to enter is make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below what you're going to be for Halloween. The drawing will be held on Halloween, and you can enter on every single video that I upload the entire month. I'm sorry that I did miss the upload yesterday. Freya is teething and she was having no part of me filming at all. And she didn't really sleep the night before. So I guess it's last night when I'm filming this. But so I'm quite tired right now. But I still wanted to film a video and get that up today for you guys. With that, let's dive in. So Shades of Death Road is located in New Jersey, and it winds alongside Jenny Jump State Forest to Almachi in Warren County. And I do a whole video on Jenny Jump, so make sure you go and check that one out. So no one really knows where that name came from, or why it's called that. According to one legend, it's because of murder. One tale relating to the murder says that the original inhabitants of the area surrounding Shades of Death were this unruly band of squatters. And these were men from this horrible gang, and they would get into fights, usually over women, and their fights would often result in the death of one of the men. The reputation of these murders grew, and ultimately it was named Shades of Death Road. When the rest of the world would happen upon these bandits, they basically only were like, you were only allowed to be on this road, nowhere else. And ultimately that was their domain. Another theory is that the road was originally named the Shades, and that's because of the low-hanging trees that form a canopy over the length of the street. Legend says that over time, there's been numerous murders that have occurred here, and a lot of them go unsolved, which has caused local residents to add death to the name. So Shades of Death traverses an area that is known as the Great Meadows, which was originally this large area of a marshy swampland. Around 1850, there was an outbreak of malaria-carrying insects that was discovered near a cliff face along Shades. So the citizens of around Shades would expect these yearly outbreaks, and they would anticipate many people dying from this illness. And because of that, they named the road Shades of Death. In one account, it says, "My friend Rob and I went to Shades of Death at about 1:30 this morning. On the way back, we noticed a small road called Lenape Lane. We checked it out, and at the end, we found an abandoned stable. At this time, we got really bad chills and decided to leave. Driving back, the windshield fogged up real bad, and as the fog formed, I saw the shape of a skull appear in it. Rob told me that on his side of the windshield, he saw a cross in the fog. We got off Lenape Lane and the fog disappeared." Which is crazy, because when I was going to the last road that I investigated with my siblings, which go check out that investigation. It is part of 31 Days of Halloween playlist. But when there was no fog. And then as soon as we start on the road, there's fog on the road. It's crazy because it was only in the section of the road and nowhere else. In another account, it says, one story of Shades of Death Road is that there are 12 people buried under the road. Back in the day, they buried a family in shallow graves, causing lumps in the then dirt road. It was paved over and the bumps still remain. That's horrible. If you drive down the road, there will be one last bump. The owner of this one is a little boy. He's watching over his family. I have heard of a person who took their life by jumping off of the overpass of Route 80. On some nights, you can see someone jump off, but they never hit the road. Someone told my boyfriend about how he was driving down the road and he looked in his rearview mirror only to see a man on a horse following him. If he turned around to actually look at it out of the rear window, there was nothing there. He looked in the mirror again, and there it was. Another account, it says, at this one bridge, if you stop on the road, turn off your lights, and honk 3 times, you will see images of 2 kids who got killed playing in the road. I tried it and then left. Not 3 seconds after I started to move, I noticed the light behind me, like the headlight of a motorcycle, but at the height of a big truck. No matter how fast I went, it stayed right with me. As I got to the end of the road and looked in my mirror, it was right on my tail. It disappeared as quickly as it appeared. I looked behind me to see nothing but darkness. I still can't tell you what was behind me, but I will never drive down that road at night again. Another one says, an aunt of mine lives on Shades. One summer while visiting, I heard the most unusual sound I have ever heard. It seemed to be coming from the cornfields. They were getting closer and louder. I looked out the window and there it was. A figure was in the window. Ugh. I've seen stuff in the windows before and I don't like it. I hate windows. I don't do windows. I can't stand windows. I make it a point to not look at them at night. The thing that scared me the most was that I was on the 2nd floor and it was right up by the window. I will never forget the figure walking out of the fields trying to tell me something. I wonder what it was trying to tell them. Obviously, there's no way of a physical human to be on the 2nd floor, like looking into the 2nd floor window, unless they maybe had a ladder. But I would assume that if they had a ladder, it would have been even, like, they would have heard it too. And the last one says, as a teen, my friends and I drove along Shades of Death Road. The legend was that you had to drive very slow down the road, lest the Native American would get you. The Native American was the guardian of the area. You would see a deer in front of you while traveling Shades, but it was no ordinary deer. It was the Native American in a deer skin. If he charged your car and you did not stop before he reached it, as soon as he passed through your vehicle, you would get into a horrible car accident. That almost kind of sounds like a skinwalker. Let me know if you guys have ever been down Shades of Death Road, if you have ever had any of these experiences like these. If you've had any paranormal encounters at all, you can go ahead and email me at brittanybriereghosts@gmail.com. I would love to hear them. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. And until tomorrow, love you guys. Bye.